Hello, hello, beautiful women. Happy new moon to you. I can see a few beautifuls arriving into the space. Welcome, welcome. Take your time. I'm just going to take a little minute just to smudge my space. So I invite you to do whatever you need to do as you just gently arrive here and now, transitioning from wherever you've been and whatever you've been doing into some kind of sacred space, whatever that may mean to you. For me, it's been just lighting a candle, creating a little altar, making a cup of tea, and now just lighting a little bit of sage just to feel that real ritual that I really enjoy. That's one of the things I enjoy the most about these new moon and full moon dates, is the ritual component. So for me, the cleansing, the purifying, breathing in the smell of sage in itself is a cleanse for me. It's like an instant anchor into ceremonial and sacred space. So whatever you need to do and whatever works for you in the process of creating a sacred enough environment for you to pause and be still, for you to be able to harness this time and this new moon energy in a way that can support you. So as you go ahead and create your little space, you may have already done so. Welcome you into this space, and I can see a number of beautiful women arriving. Welcome, welcome. Just taking that opportunity to maybe light a candle, whatever it is that's simple enough to be able to, transition your space. I'm very aware that meeting in space like this, if you were joining me for this beautiful ritual in person, I would have created a very comfortable, loving, rich environment for you to step into, something that smells with beautiful aromas and cushions in a big circle, some soft music playing. So all of these little things that I would love to mix into an experience for you is the limitation of our virtual experiences. So I invite you to do what you can to make that space as rich as you can for yourself, and to make that in itself part of this beautiful ritual. So I really honor you being here, for you showing up to this practice, for this precious time that you're creating for yourself. Many of you know that I really emphasize these moon phases as an invitation for us to put a date on the calendar, to actually check in, to spend some time with ourselves in a way that is nourishing and supportive. And new moon is such a beautiful energy for us to just soften and really turn our attention inward. So today I'm excited we'll be opening up to this beautiful Leo new moon energy. And today specifically is the 8th of the 8th, the 8th of August. And that's kind of known in the astrological realm as the Lion's Gate, the day of activation. That happens every single year. But there's an activation that happens in the energies around us on this date that is about opening up a portal, really, that we can step through if we choose to be able to awaken a greater state of consciousness in ourselves and in our life. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Yeah, welcome. Please say hi if you're arriving into this space live. Love to see who's here. I know that there's a few people coming in, but I can't see who. So please just say hi in the comments so I know you're arriving. And for those of you coming in on a replay later, please do say hi. It's lovely to see who actually can make it into this space with us. So this Lion's Gate is an activation. It's an energy that is very much about accelerating our awakening journey if we choose to harness it in that way. Welcome, welcome. I see you all. Hi, Pippa. Hi, Dawn. And so today I really wanted to offer up a gentle ritual, and I kind of want to feel into, I really want to feel into spaciousness. And hi Laura, hi Lena, beautiful to see you guys. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, I want to open up to spaciousness. I feel like there's something in this energy, specifically this year, this time, this where we are, is all about pause, all about actually emptying out. And to me, like, the Leo energy is courageous, it's strength, it's full expression. Leo is the sun, Leo is the lion, Leo is this kind of very full energy. And kind of adversely, this new moon is really soft, really gentle, really opening. So I want to sort of look at the qualities of Leo, that courage, that strength, that expression. I want to look at those qualities from the deeper feminine embodiment place. And I want to tap into them through a place of stillness and rest. We're going to do that through a beautiful exploration, meditation, breath work, a little bit of movement. So if you've got some space to move your arms, you may like to have a journal there. But we're going to keep this really, really soft, as I say, real invitation to rest into the spaciousness within. And this whole Lion's Gate is really, it's supporting our intuition. It's supporting our capacity to manifest in this physical world, actually on all dimensions, but primarily into this physical dimension. So what I'd like to invite is this opportunity for us to open up our capacity for tapping into intuition, for accessing these greater sources of wisdom and collective pool of information that is at our disposal. And from that, I guess my invitation would be that emptying out, that opening, is that from there you can open up to your own exploration. But today's a little less about the exploration and more about the emptying out. It's a release through passive surrendering rather than active releasing. So anyway, I've shared a little bit about where we are. I feel like we've got most of us that were planning to be here are here. Welcome, welcome. So lovely to have you all live and to be in this collective. So imagining now that there are women on either side of you, and you may even like to put your hands out on either side and just imagine holding hands with women. Feeling yourself a part of a circle, a part of a collective. Feeling yourself held in sacred space and opening to a space that is both supported by the unseen realm, supported by your own tangible environment around you, and supported by women on either side, a whole circle of women holding this space together, present, open-hearted, ready and open to connecting into spirit, soul, the universe, whatever words resonate for you around tapping into that greater infinite capacity of yourself. So just feeling a little squeeze on either side of those beautiful hands as we all join together and begin to open up to our practice for today. So you may like to, if it feels right, you may like to close your eyes. I'd like to have a moment just to check in and see where we're at, what's moving right now, what's happening. So just, if it feels right, you may like to close your eyes. If not, then just softening your gaze a little so that you can turn inward and start to notice what's here for you right now. Breathing yourself into yourself and becoming aware of the fullest expression of you right now. And that may be in your thoughts, You may like to just touch in on where you are in your mind right now. Is it busy? Is it slow? Is it spacious? Just checking in on the quality of your thoughts, the tempo, the speed of your thoughts. Starting to come into that place of higher perspective already, where you're observing your own experience in this moment. What is happening for you right now in your mind? No judgment, no critical thoughts, no need to change it, fix it or slow it, just observing it for all that it is. Taking a little snapshot of that experience and then starting to open up to your physical body. Where are you right now in your physical body? What's present right here in this moment for you? Perhaps sensing the touch points, those beautiful points of your body that are meeting the space around you, whether that's the ground or your seat. Just feeling into that connection. And perhaps noticing if there's any part of you where you're holding in your body, tension, or just an unaware moment where something is holding, and as you add breath it just softens a little. Noticing any physical sensations. I just had an itchy nose, there's a physical sensation. Just starting to really listen to your body and what is it telling you in this moment. Taking a little snapshot of that experience. If you could imagine that experience of your physical body creating itself into a piece of art or a photograph or something, what qualities would be in it? Textures, what colors? Taking a nice full breath in. Perhaps releasing with a gentle sigh. Starting to turn your awareness towards your emotional state of being. What's present for you right now, emotionally? What feelings are you aware of? Just noticing if that's something you can sense. Perhaps there's nothing there, perhaps there's a disconnect. Perhaps there's a numbness. Perhaps there's an overwhelming sensation of feeling in your body. Wherever you are right now is absolutely perfect. We're just checking in and taking this opportunity to just notice what is here right now for you. What is present in your emotional state of being. And if you were to imagine, sometimes there's no words for these experiences. So if you were to imagine those emotions as some kind of weather pattern, perhaps imagining what kind of weather is moving in you right now. Is it clear blue still skies? Is it stormy and brooding? Maybe there's clouds on the horizon, or maybe it's a wild windy storm inside. Perhaps just imagining the quality of your emotions as some form of weather moving through the vast expanse that is you. Beautiful. And I want to invite you just to feel into now any connection that you might have with spirit. Now, I use the word spirit loosely, knowing that each and every one of us will have our own word that resonates, and I invite you to use whatever word speaks to you most when you start to feel into a sense of highest of high connection with yourself energetically. The spirit, the life force, the divine, the soul, your core essence, your truth. Whatever word resonates for you when you start to imagine yourself being a part of something far greater, and that you have an essence that goes beyond this physical body and experience. Just tapping in and noticing if there's a connection there for you right now. And if there's not, that's okay. Just getting a snapshot, as I say, a beautiful, we want kind of 4 images in front of us of where we are as we arrive into this space, the mind, the body, the emotions, and now just sensing spirit. What is that sense of spirit like for you right now? And if there was a word perhaps that could express that sense of spirit for you, what would that word be? Just trust the first word that comes up for you. No need to search for anything here. Just noticing what we notice, trusting with whatever arises. And my invitation now is just to get a bigger sense. So we're going to go back a little bit higher, a little bit further, and take this snapshot from a bigger perspective. If there was, I'd like to imagine a internal rhythm or tempo. And sometimes it helps me just to take my 2 fingers, my 4 fingers to my throat, just till I can find my pulse just off to one side of my larynx, my voice box, and just to feel into my heartbeat. That's one kind of tempo or internal rhythm that is happening involuntarily all of the time. You may like to take the tips of your fingers to your throat or to the inner part of your wrist, if that feels easier for you, just to get a sense of your inner timing right now. And as you do, add that into your snapshot, into your picture of this moment of where you are at. And then I'd like to invite you, if it's not overly disturbing, we're going to come out a little bit of this and then go into another exploration. So if it feels all right for you, I would love to know, share a little in the comments about what your rhythm is right now as you arrive into this space. Feeling into the texture and the qualities of your thoughts, that beautiful artistic expression of how your physical body was feeling, perhaps the color that you imagine, whatever's there for you, just whatever words, expressions, thoughts, feelings, imagery, whatever arose for you as you just checked in right now with where you are. I'd love you to share that in the comments. Let's open up the space to what is moving here right now. And this is also going to help us to set a foundation for our deeper exploration as we start to drop into a much more expansive and fuller perspective of what is going on underneath the surface of all of this. So this will help us just to give a little bit of a gauge to the shift between where we are as we arrive into this space and then towards the end where we are once we've journeyed more with spirit, once we've tapped into that deeper sense of self. So I invite you, please share a word or 2 in the comments. Let us feed that into the space. sometimes just also naming the experience as you arrive is a potent way of acknowledging all of the threads and all of the parts and pieces that are catching up with you from your day, from wherever you've been and whatever you've been doing, as they start to arrive and settle here and now. This process of being present to life, of emptying out to stillness, it takes time. It's a journey. It's a journey of unraveling. It's a journey of gathering. It's about integrating all of the parts and pieces that are moving and allowing them to be here, to be present, and to land. Because once they all kind of land, they settle. I love that beautiful analogy of the lotus flower growing on the top of a pond, and you think about the layers of water that kind of are murky and muddy and then settling down into mud. And when we stir that pot, all of that debris, mud and gunk sort of floats in and around. We arrive with fullness, and then that layers slowly settle, and we get a sense of clarity. So this is about our journey of arriving with all that's swirling, all that's moving as it starts to settle. Beautiful, feeling grace, spaciousness, beautiful word, I love that. Expansive, a sun shower. Oh, that is absolutely stunning, descriptive way. I can feel that in my being, feel that on my skin. Thank you. Feeling connected. Lovely. Thank you, beautiful women, just for sharing what's here right now. We're going to go a little deeper, if that's okay with you, into a practice where we can start to really drop into that spaciousness and see what's there for us. Just more so about experiencing that place of stillness and spaciousness within. We're not nearly needing to dig anything up today, just tapping into that. So if it feels right for you, again, maybe just finding a place for you to put your device so that you can have your hands free and able to move with me, in some kind of position that permits you to move your arms if that's possible. And once you've got your device set up in a way where you don't have to be fully attentive to it, you are welcome, if it feels right for you today, to just soften the windows of your eyes and let that outer world dissolve a little. Let that start to fall into the background as you begin to turn your energy inward again. So I'd like to invite a really beautiful breath practice here. It's one that many of you will have done before. It may not be new to you, and that's totally cool. Maybe something that is a little different to how you've done it before. So just staying open to the experience and allowing it in whatever way it can to support you. And most of all, the most important thing here is really to trust your body, trust what it is telling you, trust your experience. If anything doesn't feel right, stop, change it, do what does feel right for you. All of this is just an invitation, and I invite you to adapt it and allow it to expand and morph in the ways it needs to meet you. So just breathing yourself into yourself. And we're going to explore a 4-part breath, a 4-count breath. So we're breathing in for 4, holding at the top of our breath for 4, releasing the breath for 4 counts, and then holding at the bottom with an emptiness in our lungs for 4 breaths. Just connecting into that flow of breath for a couple of minutes. And just to note, if anyone in the space is pregnant, please, I invite you to not hold at the top and the bottom. Just count the 4 breaths in, the 4 breaths out. But otherwise, again, trusting your own instincts here. Emptying the breath and breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, holding 2, 3, 4, releasing 2, 3, 4, empty 2, 3, 4, inhale 2, 3, 4, holding 2, 3, 4, release 2, 3, 4, empty 2, 3, 4, inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, release 2, 3, 4, empty 2, 3, 4, inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, release 2, 3, 4, empty 2, 3, 4. Finding your own rhythm. Hold 2, 3, release 2, 3, 4. In your own time, just allowing your breath to find its own natural rhythm from this point. And you may even like to bring the tips of your fingers up to your throat and just notice your pulse, the beating of your heart. sensing the shift of tempo of your inner rhythm. Noticing whatever subtle changes. And then taking the palms of your hands, resting your right palm on the top of your left palm, and lowering them down into the space just above your womb, your lower belly, palms facing up. Starting our activation journey now. Resting in this space for a moment. Allowing our breath to fall away. No need to control that anymore, just letting it do its thing. Just letting it fill us with life force and empty us out. And then taking the right hand into an upright prayer position, and we're bringing it up through our center line of the body. So imagine your hand upright, the palm of your right hand facing your left hand side. Drawing a line up through the center of your body from the root of your belly, up through to the top of your crown of your head, up to the soul star, which sits about a foot above the top of your head. And once your hand reaches there, we turn that palm out and we circle down to the right hand side. So this is the motion until the hand comes to rest ever so gently back on top of the other. So this is the movement that we do, and we will have the moving succinct. So as the right hand works its way up through the center line, fingertips pointing towards the sky, up over the top of your head. As your right hand palm turns to face outward, starts to circle down, your left hand turns upright. Left hand draws up through the center line, fingertips reaching towards the sky, up through the top of the crown, up to the soul star, and then turning to face outward. The right hand is now starting to move up through the center line. So we're going to create a bit of a wave of movement. One hand is moving up the body, the other hand is moving down the outside of the body. And you may like to envision here that as the hand is drawing up through the center, you're drawing up energy from your roots, from the earth, drawing it all the way up through to the crown and up through the top of your head. And as you draw down with the other hand, you're encapsulating yourself in a bubble of light, of protection. And finding your own rhythm with this. Don't stress too much if it's not fluid or the timing is off. Allow the movement to find its own rhythm, its own tempo and timing. And when it feels right, you may even choose to sync the movement up with your breath. Effortless movement once you start to get a flow. No thinking, allowing the thinking mind to soften. the physical body to find gentle ease with the circling of your arms. And imagining in whatever way feels right for you that as you do this movement, you are conjuring a protective, clear space, clear aura, cleansing, purifying, re-energizing as you draw energy out from your center, from the earth. Letting this movement become so fluid that you stop thinking about anything at all. That your body just settles into some kind of hypnotic, mesmerizing movement that feels gracious, easy. As if you were just moving your arms softly through water. Letting that become a movement meditation. Just for a couple more minutes. Breathing. And on the next downward motion, just allowing your hands to rest palm on top of the other in front of your hips. Taking a moment to just pause and be still. Noticing what's here in this place for you right now. Just softening into whatever is here for you right now. It's absolutely perfect. softening the hands and allowing them to open up, palms up towards the sky, both palms open. This gentle, soft mudra for opening to receive, just palms facing up towards the sky. Imagining, if it feels right for you, to use your imagination, some kind of light emanating from the center of your palms. We have chakra in our palms, it's often an energetic point we don't notice. So let's just take that light from the palms of our hands and take it up all the way to the top of our head, to the crown of the head. And calling in the light of the universal life force. May it flow in freely through our crown. May we open our crown and activate it so that it is able to receive the full, free flowing life force. And allowing the hands to ever so slowly move down, palms facing your forehead, facing inward towards you. Imagine your whole being bathed in light as your hands very slowly move down in front of your eyes, and pause there for a moment. Perhaps noticing if you can feel any warmth from the palms of your hands radiating into your third eye. Feeling into your third eye. I open my third eye to the guidance of the unseen forces. I open my third eye to the guidance of the unseen forces. And then allowing the palms of your hands to continue to move down, bathing the whole front of your face in light radiating from your palms, ever so slowly down to meet the front of your throat. Palms of your hands gently cradling the space in the front of your neck. I open my voice to the messages of the great life force flowing through me. May I be a conduit of whatever it is that needs to be said for the purpose of deep healing. Those words resonate through your throat, through your hands, through the life force flowing within you. As you allow your hands to continue now traveling down, palms facing the body, traveling down in front to pause at the heart. Breathing in, releasing with a soft, audible exhale. I open my heart to the resonance of love and light. I allow myself to feel the fullest expanse of this expression of love that is within me. Breathing into that. Breathing into that fullest expression of divine love within you, and as you exhale, just softening and releasing. And taking the hands, carrying them down to your solar plexus, to the front of your diaphragm, the space just under your rib cage. Letting the light pour forth from the palms of your hand into this energetic center. I open to the wisdom of my emotions, to the current of feelings and energy that perpetuate expression within me. May they be a source of deep healing. Exhaling is soft and gentle release as you exhale. Taking your hands now, traversing down to your navel, to your belly button, just below. Feeling the warmth of your hands or your touch if it feels right for you today, or just hovering the hands off the body if that's better. Imagining light radiating from this center. Breathing into the belly. I open to my creative passion, the fire and light that ignites me and gives me soul purpose. May this be my guiding light. And exhaling gently, softly, releasing down. And inhaling, filling that space beneath your hands. And then allowing your hands to come and rest at the lowest part of your pelvis. Perhaps even gently cupping your lower belly if that feels right, and touch is welcomed. Breathing all the way down into your lower belly. Feeling the space, the pulsing energy of this center, the light emanating. I open to my instinctual wisdom, the wisdom that flows from the past into the present, that guides my future. The wisdom of my deep cyclic nature. The wisdom of being in tune with this greater earth. And exhaling with a gentle audible sigh. And now I'd like, if it feels right for you, I'd like to invite you to imagine a gate. Just let whatever imagery arises for you right now as you imagine a gate in front of you. This gate is open. It's ready for you to pass through it. And before you do, just allow that image of the gate to fully come to life in your imagination. Make the image as vivid and as clear as you possibly can. I'd like to offer up a prayer, a blessing from my kahuna, one that will open you to the path of healing as you begin to get ready for this transition through the gate. I'd like to invite you, if it does feel right, to find some kind of expression, a gesture that represents your openness to the path ahead, whatever that may be and however that may look, feel, sound. Whatever gesture represents your openness to the path ahead, allow yourself to take that form of expression. E aloha mai, e mana mai, e pono mai, e aloha no, amamaua no. Letting that expression soften. Letting your whole being empty out completely. As you take whatever visual step you need right now to move through the gate, whatever is needed for you right now. Knowing that you are passing through this portal as a commitment and willingness to your own journey of conscious awakening. Doing so with the deepest of reverence and intention. Completely empty. Passing through that gate. Noticing if there's anything there on the other side that you need to notice. Otherwise, just noticing how it feels right now for you. How do you feel in your being right now? And what wisdom is in this feeling? What wisdom is in this experience right now for you? Just noticing that. Inviting you now just to take a nice full deep breath in, welcoming whatever insight is there for you. Releasing down and out with your exhale. Feeling into the expanse, feeling into whatever sense of stillness and spaciousness is there within you right now. Feeling into whatever other sensations are there for you right now. And allowing from that space, from whatever sensations are there, allowing a sense of gratitude to well up from the center of your being. Gratitude for all that you receive in this life. Gratitude for your ability to be open to receiving. If it feels right, let the corners of your lips rise up a little into a soft smile. You may even like to gently bow your head down towards your heart. Breathing in, filling your cup with gratitude. Breathing out, softening and emptying. Beautiful. So the invitation now is, if it feels right for you, you may like to take your palms of your hands together and rub them backwards and forwards just to generate some heat in the palms of your hands. Our chakras are still activated there, so there may still be some light moving through the palms of your hands. But just warming the palms of your hands and bringing the palms up to rest over your eye sockets. And then slowly lowering the hands down, maybe even cracking the fingers open a little as you very slowly, ever so gently, start to bat your eyes open. Allowing the cracks of light to come through between your fingers just to soften the light. And then in your own time, lowering your hands, opening your eyes and taking a moment to look out into the space around you. And if you can, allow yourself to stay in this space that you are in. What is it like to experience the world and the space around you from this space within? Be with that in the fullest of awareness if you can. What is it like to experience your environment and the space around you from this place of spaciousness? And now, if it feels right and if it's not too distracting, I'd like to invite you to share a little in the comments with us. I just really want to touch in on where you are right now, what words are moving for you, what sensations are there. Perhaps what wisdom is arising as you open to the life force that's flowing within you and around you right now. I welcome you to share that into the comments. Just a few words to help us ground this experience of spaciousness that we may have tapped into, or whatever words are there for you. I know for myself it's hard to even want to think about words at this second. I'm so soft. Warmth, connection, surrounded by light. Thank you, Anita. Beautiful. Warmth, connection, surrounded by light. Just perfect. So we're starting to move now from this place of deep spaciousness within. And this is the guiding force of our awakening journey. How to be as present as we can to the fullest expanse of ourselves as we move through this life. This practice, this invitation is to touch that place within, to touch that expression of light, of space, of rest within. And then to allow that to be the place we move from. So as we move forward into this next lunar cycle, as we move forward into this next stage of unknown in our lives, there's an invitation to keep coming back to this place of stillness and rest within. And giving yourself full permission to touch that place within, to go there, to experience it, to create these little moments in time for yourself. To be able to move from this place more and more and more in your life. And perhaps if you have a moment to share, what does the world around you look like from this place? From this place that you are within. What does the world around you look like? Share a word or two about that in the comments as well. So dear ones, as I say, quite empty indeed. I did have a chant in mind, and that is gone. Absolutely everything in my mind feels quite soft right now. So give me a moment, let me feel into that. Let's see if there's something that wants to rise up. No, I don't think it's there. I know probably more chance than I could count on fingers, toes, twice over, and I can't think of anything right now. Perhaps if something arises for me in this waning of the day, I may post another sharing of a chant for us to share together. But for now, this is feeling complete. This is feeling the sense of spaciousness that I was hoping to feel, having created this time for myself. So I hope that you have experienced whatever it is you were needing the most, that you need and that is available to you in this moment, that you have created to tend to yourself and pause. And I really do welcome you to share that experience, whatever's moving for you, in the comments, to help us really breathe life into what happens, what moves, what exists in us when we move from this place. A lovely reminder for us all of what it is we're coming home to. And perhaps I'll finish with a card. That could be an easy thing to do without me having to think too much. So just drawing a card for the collective going forward in this month ahead. Oh, it's a beautiful image. I'll hold it up for you to have a look. This is the image. Reconnecting with people, harmony, themes of your life, your inner child and your future self. It's time to forgive yourself. Accept your humanness. Open up to the profound tool that comes through your place of stillness. Beautiful. And the place of memories, where memories come from. Who you were can highlight how far you've come, and that growth can shine beauty on wherever you are headed next. Time is a beautiful thing. I am at peace. Everything I have been has brought me to where I am meant to be. So that's a card for our collective space today and the path ahead. Oh, beautiful. Infinite possibilities. I love that. One of the gifts of tapping into our infinity is everything is possible. Thank you. And a warm, weightless, safe, subtle knowingness. Belonging. Beautiful. Well, it is my intention that we move from this place as much as we can in these coming weeks, and that these qualities, being surrounded by light, connected, tapping into infinite possibilities, feeling that sense of warmth, subtle knowingness, and a deep sense of belonging in ourselves, may that be what guides us forward in every decision we make, in every moment we have with ourselves. as we embrace this new coming lunar cycle and pass through this Lion's Gate. Well, dear ones, wishing you a deep, deep bow of gratitude and love. Thank you for being here. For those of you who are live, blessings. Thank you for taking this very precious moment to be with yourself and to be a part of this sacred circle. And for those coming in on the replay, you are here with us in spirit. Time and space is non-existent when we are in this place within ourselves. So you are felt, you are here. And again, just closing our circle with a hand on either side of you, feeling that sense of support, imagining a hand holding each of your hands, strong, capable, soul-spirited women on either side of you, holding you and holding this circle space for us to all feel what we need to feel, see what we need to hear, see and hear what we need to hear. Blessings, dear ones. May you go gently into this new lunar cycle, and I am looking forward to sharing more with you here soon. Blessings and so much love.